Well, for a second. I ain't made a party yet, so I'm gonna just try to set every. So if I'm in the mood or the right frame and sense, it's everything's good. Damn, this shit taking a long time. Let me find my phone real quick. While we at it, I'm just thinking about this game and what value it had to me. What supposed value. Um, I think this game was bad. Yes and no. And one reason why I say that 2K20 is definitely is the better game than 2K21. Because in my opinion, 2K every year we already know that they've gone back with the dribbling moves. 2K13 was when they add all to the shot creative moves, and then you saw everything else from after that get stiff. In my opinion, 2K16 there was no such thing as a shot creator. 2K17 is where all that stuff started to come into play. And do I think the shot creator is the best build in the game? I would say it's been solid consistently, but I feel like it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse, but that's not any fault of what you call the people playing the game. Is 2K. 2K is just bad. The only reason why I'm playing this is because I need to change it up. I don't want to keep on playing Fortnite. What's this shit? And I guarantee you it's gonna give me $10 off. Nope. Y'all can give me $10. I thought it would have gave me $10 off, but it was still $99.99. You know, I'm not about to buy it. Space Jam. I made one build, and that's wrong because I had more files. So nah. I'm still thinking about somebody talking about is stage comp. I don't really consider stage to be comp in my opinion. There's so many things wrong with stage. It's pretty bad. So I don't know. Especially on this, no updates, Zens, speed boost glitch. This game is almost over, so it's pretty much dead. How many people and I don't got the All-Star 1. And crazy thing is, I think I only hit like Pro 5. I don't feel bad for not playing 2K this year. In terms of, even on this, I don't think I did particularly bad. Playmaking shot. That's my guy Chino. Slasher. 77. Four, 6, no 4, yeah, 4, 8, 12, 14. Say 6. All those, okay. 4, 8, 10, 12. That's 13 badges. Me personally, I don't think I could play this game longer than, I don't know. You know, my thoughts on this game are like, you know, 2K, I'm not pre-ordering the next 2K. Like, and if I do, I'm going to just see how the first few days go. Because otherwise not, then I get my money up front. Because they haven't produced anything. I saw what they did with the Candace Parker today. I was unimpressed because the game, you would think by now, in a sense, you would have got the first few people overall or interview these people. Like, you know, 2K people like James Harden or these people. They asked about the game. It seems scripted a little bit. They get the superstars in there. Like Don Mitchell or somebody come in there. That's green. Well, I know I wasn't about to go in. That's why I kind of shot it. It's not a bad jump shot. I just don't. I know how to shoot. Always landed my jump shots. This jump shot's not hard. I think it's like 28. One of those solid kind of bases, but again, everything's kind of changed every year, so. I might put this junk on 10-minute quarters just because, you know, I'm not particularly doing anything and I kind of need to get back in the scheme of 2K. So it's just like, wow. And the only reason why I got the 95 quick. The same thing with when I got PS5. I actually got to both levels and stuff quick. And next 2K, we're gonna be on a cruise ship. They need to have a 1v1 available. No, make it take it though. Because in my opinion, my thing is I'm not bad at the game. I think I've never really been truly bad at the game. On 2K, it's just the whole thing of balancing and stuff like that. Because I just never even played this game. I know people talking about VC should transfer over from like 2K. I'll say 2K would never do that. And we already know that 2K is not the type of people to really give any money or leave money off the table like that. So we know that wouldn't happen. And my biggest thing with 2K, I would think in a sense, they shouldn't release a game every year. That's just my opinion, but since they're a operated board, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but this right here better maintain the next gen. And I feel like that's given. And think about basketball guys and all that stuff. You could buy that stuff on next gen, the rewards. So you really had no incentivized. And then the events on next gen were bad. But I think the worst operating thing that they did was 2K18. Was 2K18 gameplay bad? I said the whole aesthetic of the game was bad. That's just my honest opinion. But you know, you have to play it.
Now here's White. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season? You know, for travel distance, yes, and then there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change. But sometimes change is just necessary. How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16? I would. I think that'd be a great idea. There's White. After the Bulls pick up 2. Dish now to Fultz. Back to White. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. It's up a 3.
Shot clock, jeez. I'm gonna play a few games, so otherwise I'm not really looking forward to again, I'm not gonna completely trash 2K, but 2K is just bad. I'm going to have to say it. Like $200 in crypto or something like that, or just me now thinking about stuff. Games, in my opinion, are not really worth the money. Because I never have seen at least in a thing, a complete product. In my honest opinion, I haven't seen a complete product in a while. From beginning to end, like Outriders. Outriders supposed to be a good game. It was completely supposed to be a good game. This, that, and the third, but what you saw was strictly not that. You didn't see a good game. You just saw glimpses of something that probably wasn't explored that much in the game. Like the looter shooter. That's nothing new.
This should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there. And the foul called.
What? Oh my God. I might go downstairs get my stuff refilled. This tea, I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back. But again, in my opinion, 2K hasn't really done anything at all. And I've been done with 2K for a minute. And I know I said I haven't played 2K, and that's true. I haven't tried the park mode or anything like that. I can show you I'm not bad at park, but then again, when you don't have anything to play, in a sense, you don't have any gameplay updates, you don't have anything to keep the game fresh or lack a direct line of communication or transparency with 2K, what are you going to do? Their goal is to milk the franchise for what it's worth. And I think about people talking about the 2K logo program. Me, I don't care about logo. This is just something that I just play for fun in a sense. And that's even if it's fun, because 2K in itself, it's only going to last 2 to 3 months, really, relatively speaking, before people start trashing it, even the bigger names. That's just me being honest. They trash the game, they're not playing anymore. And the people who stuck with the game, like all the stuff like that, they're playing on my team. And tell me I'm not wrong.
They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that. And he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from White. He's got 10. Guys, this is
Like, there's people that I love their gameplay and stuff like that, their commentary and stuff like that. Poor Boy's 10 is good. I don't have an issue with him. Nothing like that. I think he's a very great player. But the same thing with all the people who were on the game, like Jordan and all the people. I don't have a problem with them either. But it's just the game is not fun. Like, my team, it should not be to a point where my team and the developers or the people making the game, they're releasing the cards. I saw they added Jalen's Suggs, whatever his name is. They're doing my team cards. They're doing like Galaxy Opals, whatever. I'm disappointed in that. The game has no direct line of communication in terms of gameplay and the overall aspects. And I know Park is a smaller portion of 2K, but it's actually, I would say, in my opinion, it's definitely a moneymaker. Views, people talking about the game. Will I think I'll get 2K next year? I don't know. But I'm not pre-ordering it. I can tell you that. I might get it when it's like half price or close, so $40 or something like that. There's no way I'm about to spend $70 on something I haven't seen. And we know 2K, they love breadcrumbing. Build up the release, have people do more hype and more marketing. They're not spending money on the product. They give you what they want you to basically have. And you call that a game. I don't really think that's the game that I'm really willing at all to really deal with right now. Because this game to me, it had value. Because I was even going to pre-order this. And I got like 1 to 2 days out before the thing. I got me a jacket. I got me some stuff. Wow. I want to talk to y'all today too. What y'all think about the NBA? Me right now, I'm not really impressed. What's happening? Like all the people going to the team, and then people about watch bombs or shams or this, that, and the third. I'm like, this is crazy. Because you think about shams and all these people, and the people free agency. Carmelo's on the Lakers. I feel like the Lakers, I'm not a hater of LeBron and stuff like that. People taking minimums, and then Dennis Schroeder trying to get that 4-year, $84 million. You see Melo and all these people trying to get that spot to get that ring. In my honest opinion, I'm happy for Giannis to get that ring. I really am. But you gotta think about the playoffs. Playoffs was bad. Every team had a major injury or whatnot, and the teams didn't go that far. So when their top player or anything, you got people sitting on the bench, this, that, and the third. I know Kawhi, he's a free agent. Either you can decline this option or whatever, and then demand more money. I think he's probably going to stay. I'm not 100% sure, but what market team do you know that's going to cater to Kawhi's needs? And Kawhi's from California, so it makes sense. Instead with the Clippers. I think Nick Batum, he's on a whole nother team, I think. I think that's what I saw. And Nick Batum's not a bad player, in my opinion, but his best years are far behind him now. So I just think he's a presence for like the organization in terms of a more. He's an NBA vet. How that sounds crazy, But in his prime, he was on like a 14 points for a game player. That's not even bad. That's not superstar by any means, but superstar is like what, 24 points a game. And Nick Batum, he's kind of a utility person. He was never gonna be a superstar. Never gonna be a superstar. Just like Mike Conley, people talking about Mike Conley's never really been an all-star. Mike Conley's a solid role player too. When I think about his career, in a sense, Mike Conley, Grizzlies, I think he's on the Jazz now. When I think about the Jazz, their main components are Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, and Ingles. Ingles is kind of one of their knockdown shooters, and even Ingles himself is kind of slowed down a little bit. I know the Nets got Patty Mills. I've been keeping up with the little stuff, the free agency and these signings. But again, I don't hype up these trades.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Carter out there with Weber. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Powell in at the 2.
But what are some my biggest dislikes in terms with the game? At least with 2K. I think, in my honest opinion, 2K, they can't do any better. So that's just my whole thing. Because we're not really forcing them to do better. They can give you a BS trailer or BS thing, and then people still buy it. Breadcrumbing, do everything it is possible, and we buy it. I'm not buying it again.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
The only thing I'm gonna really buy right now, there's a definite buy for me. It's definitely. That's the only game I'm concerned with purchasing.
Now here is Carter, light covering, fades back, and it's Carter missing. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty.
And Fournier, yeah, he's on the what you call it?
6 on the shot clock. White trains the 3-point.
He's on the Knicks now.
White's got 38 points. That's the kind of need that you're not going to find.
Knicks retained Derrick Rose.
They've been looking at a sink offensively. Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. I mean,
But the Knicks, they've had too many people they try to swap out and try to make something, build an offense around. Trey Burke. I don't know if they had Alec Burke, but they getting too many people. They've gotten too many people trying to build something around, and it's not necessarily working. Kevin Knox, I don't even know if he's even still on the team, but he was just a slasher. He didn't have a jump shot.
He's got 8. No problem knocking that one down. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
But I remember someone asked me that I know that I watched the draft or that I hear. I didn't honestly hear that much about the draft. Nah, I didn't even watch the draft. To me, it was a bunch of no-name people. Excuse me for saying that, but that's just kind of how it was in my opinion. Besides Cade Cunningham, I didn't really know any of the other people. And besides, we still in a pandemic too, so I don't know how y'all feel about that, but the only thing I heard and I knew a little bit about is like the what you call it, last NFL draft. And to me, that was pretty good because that's basically football was good and interesting. I don't watch football, but the college football is kind of solid. So.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Pistons, had a huge game. He scored an amazing number of points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers.
And then, oh yeah, Vucevic is on
was unguarded.
He's on the Bulls now.
Took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was
That's funny.
going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Here's Fultz. The Bulls getting the bucket. Back to White. There's the triple. Carter pulls it.
But you know, the one thing I think about constantly
Tonight, Chicago
is how all these teams change quick.
drills the three-pointer.
So it may not seem like these teams and stuff like that are doing all that.
To get on track.
Like, for instance, Orlando, how did they move on from Dwight Howard?
To climb back into this game.
I think Orlando was Dwight Howard's best team. They did get to the finals. They couldn't beat Kobe.
White's got 43 points.
And it just seems like the more he touches it,
And the team that they had, you know, people in kind of in slow decline, like Vince Carter at that time. He was a vet, so they found somebody who could shoot, do a lot. Vince Carter wasn't dunking like that.
One on Vucevic. And James to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring break.
I was still thinking about when Vince Carter was like 42, still played in the NBA. That was hilarious. But he wasn't really out there to be out there. He was just kind of out there to leadership.
Always want to cash in.
Just like Udonis Haslam. He not out there to really get paid, do all this stuff. He just out there to motivate.
you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
And here's White after Denzel Valentine hitting the three. And it's White missing.
I'm still thinking about people saying LeBron could play another. I think LeBron could play for technically maybe a solid, I would say 6 more years. That's if he decides to.
This number 8 now on the night.
And hell, if Vince Carter did it, I think LeBron can do it.
Outside White.
But he has to get some people who are young. I don't think he's going to be dunking on people, doing all this crazy stuff. No way. The one thing I hope LeBron doesn't have is an injury like ACL. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. Like, I'm a fan of LeBron, but I'm not the biggest fan of everything that he does. So nobody can call me a bandwagon. I'm not a LeBron stan or anything like that.
Junior from deep three-point territory. And again, it's the magic from deep.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
They would really give a power forward the ball
And Fournier over
to dribble up the court.
no one around him.
That man has the worst jump shot, Norman Powell.
Powell's got 11 points in the quarter.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
He's on fire.
Well, Chicago has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Crowder finds Powell.
I know people are talking about 2K22 for just PS4 is going to look better
20 seconds left.
and probably perform better than next gen. I think I have more updates. Next gen was terrible.
Very often, plenty of space, but he
Because I've had next gen since it's been out, so.
talk about execution.
And I played 2K at its worst on next gen when the buildings, all that type of stuff. So I would know. I would know about it. I just hope if they have a Rookieville, they continue to have the 1v1. If they have Route to 99 back, I'm not going to even be mad. I prefer. And that's not because I suck at the game or nothing like that. That's just an honest opinion. You don't have to play Park. Park, there's almost no reason to play it because Park and stuff changes day by day.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out.
And the thing about it, defense and stuff is so bad in the Park, even with just your jump shot and stuff like that. You can green every day and then they make these changes on the sliders and stuff like that. Or then they create a patch that changed the play style, and then you got boot camp, encourage you to keep on making new builds. And me, I'll make one build.
Markel falls out there with Evan Fournier, and it's White in at the 3 set. And that's the move for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
I cooked him.
Work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
The Bulls shooting 51% from the field. I'll take that. Satoransky, bounce pass. With the ball. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here's White.
Cooked him again.
60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Knocks it loose. And yet another basket.
And the thing I don't understand about how is how the positions each and every year have gotten worse. That's my thing. The small forward next gen was a whole lot better than next gen on, well, at least current gen. I hope they make improvements for the small forward position, but I think it was pretty solid. But the thing was that I didn't understand is that people made 6'7" power forwards that could get. I had a two-way 3-point. And the thing about it is that a 6'7" power forward could have done everything, got pretty much all the takeovers, all the stuff, get contact dunks when they wanted to, this, that, and the third. And my player, he only got like 89 driving dunk. He could basically do everything, but against a 6'7" power forward, no. Even if someone made him 6'7", 260. He would still get like 85 speed, and my dude had like a 92 speed. I was like, so how am I getting beat? But people kept on getting contact dunks. That's the thing about next gen. You just get dunked on for no apparent reason. You're playing defense, doing everything it is possible. All this stuff happening. I might try to reinstall 2K20 right down this jump shot that I had. It was funky, but it was green.
The pass is done. Porter in the corner. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own. It's no good. White looking around. For 3, here's Bamba, and he comes up with the deuce.
But the thing I don't like the most, people say it's the badges. Grinding for badges for me is easy. Like, when I was playing this and getting my badges, all my badges for this player, I would go strictly for whatever it was. Like, if I needed an assist, I would even score. I would just get team tape. You can watch all my videos on Next Gen when I first got the game. I had all my badges within like a week and a half. That's a foul. Hell, that was a flagrant.
And the first one does. The Magic making a switch here. Moore's checked in, and both free throws good. And it's the Bulls with the ball.
Shoot.
At the gun. Bulls moving the ball around.
This is gonna be a fade.
He has 5.
A post move.
They need this. Porter kicks to Markkinen. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Markkinen's got 7 points.
And the quick trigger of Markkinen is impressive.
I know people are mad talking about Zion needs help. He needs to get out of New Orleans. Zion's not gonna get out of New Orleans. That's just a reality. I guess we have to face. Zion's not about to go anywhere until that contract basically is up. Zion can shoot this, that, and third, but you getting 30, almost 30 points a game. I hope people realize that 30 points a game, you're gonna get tired of that. You're gonna get burned out. you're going to really get burned out scoring 30 points a game, being a top scorer for your team.
Offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also could take great pride in.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what
And then on here, on PS4, another complaint is you don't really see. You never had any of the, what's it called? You never had any of the post-game interviews, and that feature is non-existent on PS4. Hell, even the thing that gets your teammate graded, or what a teammate chemistry, it's not even fully present or fully anything. It's not really well presented in this game. There's a lot of aspects. Some things the next gen did right, and some things they did wrong. Visuals were a major selling point, and the fact that you're on a console that's hard to get. I still have my PS5. I know someone asked me would I ever consider selling it. I'm like, no, I'm not selling it. Like, I'll never consider selling my PS5. I still play on my PS5, so it's just like, wow. Even my PS4, I'm playing it now. Anything that I have, I don't really consider is sellable. Even the dinosaur of a PS3, I still have PS3. So PS3, in my opinion, it's nostalgia. All my consoles and stuff that been out for a while, I still have them. Booty sweat for you. Booty sweat for you. Booty sweat and busting up birds. Real boy sensitive now. I've been that house open. That's some tropic thunder. My bad. I said tropical. Fat YouTube, Gordo. And the thing was, on next gen, you could have face masks. You could do all this type of stuff, but on here, it's just like limited resources, limited thinking. I think that's 2K's thing. They're not really thinking outside the box. They're thinking inside the box. How can we milk this franchise, put minimal resources and stuff in the game, and still do this, that, and the third? That's one of their biggest components. They're not really doing anything in terms of the combat. Any of the challenge points or anything that me and other people are saying, it's just like, we just we're going to release a basketball video game. You like it? You don't like it? We're still making money. But I think 2K's biggest problem is they got people right where they want them. In terms of, yes, we can release a bad video game, this, that, and the third. People still gonna buy it. Like, look how much these shirts and stuff cost. Like 10,000 in VC for a backpack. This was piss poor right here. The Gatorade facility. The Gatorade facility on PS5 is really just trying to rip you off. Wow. So I got 12,000 VC. 450,000 VC. Hold on, no. Progression. Damn, what am I doing? I'm about to test my jump shots and stuff out. I'm not really too particularly keen on them. So before 2K20 2 come out, I'm gonna write down my jump shot for next gen 2K21, and then if I get 2K22, use the same jump shot. Hopefully nothing has been changed, but I know my jump shot like the back of my hand. This right here, like I don't really forget my jump shots and stuff like that, but I don't play 2K for a long time. I can still pick it up and do well. But it's just not something that I'm going to be like, oh yeah, this, that, and the third. Like I'm so this, that, and the third about this game. God. Yeah. Like this jump shot right here is good, but it's too fast. Now I can pick it up. I can still do good. I think this is Larry Bird than somebody. I guess just a swish. It could be a break, but it's just too fast. It's not bad, but again, I don't like jump shots like this. That's green. Alright, my player appearance. We're getting VC. Don't know. I'm when someone told me to delete this jump shot, I was using that shit, and I was like, this jump shot is bad. No, it's not. You can clearly see this shit is green. Like, the jump shots and stuff that I formulate are pretty good. Like, that's not even a cap. Granted, not all of them are, like, completely green. You're gonna get some whites, but as long as the jump shot is making it, even on whites, I feel like I've done my job. Like, that's not me being funny. That's just, like, an honest opinion. There's some jump shots and stuff like that have went from green to being white a majority of the time. And then, like, you know, you have to make the hard decision whether or not you want to put on flexible release to kind of deal with the changes. But, like, you do a move like that, that's getting a lot of space. So, like, in my opinion, if I make a build and it somehow becomes a playmaking shot creator or something like that, I don't know how to play as a playmaking shot creator. So it's just like, and I did that move right there. I'm not bad. I wasn't even really trying to do a shot creator move, but like, yeah, this game is about combinations. So if you can't really chain together a combination in a way, is it something that, you know, I don't know. It's one of those things you just kind of have to practice on it. But then again, like I said, since 2K13, the controls and stuff haven't been right. The dribbling, they don't know what they want to do. So it's just like, wow. You have all this different stuff in the game. You're like, wait, wasn't the controls, it's supposed to be like one fluid motion? You shouldn't have to do this, that, and the third. At least that's how I'm thinking. Shot creator move again. I'm not bad at the game. I just don't like 2K. From a company perspective and what they've been doing, like me, I could care less about what 2K, in a sense. I don't need 2K to make money. That's just my old thing. I play the game and stuff like that, but like, again, to me, you can make money on your phone. You really can. And how you do that? Stocks and crypto. And penny stocks. I got my start in penny stocks. I haven't done that in a while because stock market is down. Same thing with crypto. You buy the dips in crypto to a certain extent. Don't buy every dip. I remember people talking about Shiba Inu is the Dogecoin killer. Dogecoin in itself and Shiba Inu are two distinct things.
They can't be too disappointed, playing over 500 ball the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than that, and look to prove it with a big win tonight. Magic Bucks, the tip-off, coming right after this.
Yeah. And Dogecoin is kind of based off Litecoin and it's like proof of work stuff like that. So it's just like, and speaking of Dogecoin, I need to check on that. I'm not ever buying another bit of Doge ever again. Shiba Inu, I'm not buying any more of that either. Now I stick to my guns and saying what I said because there's no point. Dogecoin is going to be at hovering around probably 15 to 22 cents for a while. That's considering if crypto doesn't crash even more. So Bitcoin and stuff could crash back down to like, I'd say maybe even $7,000. So again, don't invest more than what you're willing to lose. But like, if you want to put $20 in, I can give you a few that are pretty decent. And it's not meme coins or like Shiba Inus and stuff like that. These are actual legitimate coins. They already crossed the barrier and they're cheap right now. VeChain and Vitho. Those are legitimate projects with a roadmap, and look what they're trying to solve. VeChain is trying to solve what you call it, supply chain management issues. So Walmart and other people use VeChain. They log their stuff in and do a lot of transactions in terms of verifying stuff, like management stuff. So I was doing some research. That's what I do at nighttime. Like after I'm off these streams, I'll be researching, watching these videos on these coins. And then Cardano.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Oladipo, left side. On the pass to right side. Ooh, the double clutch. Second chance effort. He lays it in.
Well, Whiteside always around the rim, such an amazing offensive rebounder, and second chance opportunities is where he does a ton of damage.
Now here's White. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. And it's Vucevic in the corner. White against Oladipo. Releases. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
No, interesting thing probably too is that I think, especially about the space in the economy, I don't think the economy is going to rebound. I know that sounds crazy. It's just not. I know people talking about politics, this, that, and the third, or talking about how people, this, that, and the third. I'm not really interested in politics or trying to even run for anything. I think a lot of stuff, you have to take what people say at face value and realize a lot of stuff that people say, again, is not practical. It doesn't really matter what they're talking about, what reforms. It's not practical. Again.
To the inside. Here's Lopez. That misses off the backboard.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target. And just Shakespearean there. Saw the defense was collapsing.
But the thing that kind of bothers me in a sense about like all this stuff happening and this, that, and the third is just the sheer amount of stuff that, I don't know. It don't make any sense, like jobs and stuff, trying to get people, they can't get people to work and then you're paying more for stuff, items. I don't think you should have to pay more for items just because people are not working. Or this, that, and the third. Or jobs mistreating the workers and stuff like that. And I've seen a lot of places are now requiring people to get the vaccine and they get a bonus. I'm pretty sure I was one of the first people probably in the company that I work for, in a sense. I got like bonus. I got a COVID bonus or getting like a shot. I got my shot at the beginning of the new year, basically. Hell, if they have a third shot, I'm going to get it. Wow.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
What?
Three separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, muscle car might be more accurate.
And Orlando has possession. Following the three by Milwaukee, Fournier finds White.
What? These
To the left wing, here's Todd. And he can't extend the lead.
Yeah, I was about to say.
The Magic trail by 7. Pass to Fournier.
It's whatever. We gotta get a few stops.
Play here, Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
Here's Bledsoe. No good there. So Orlando will take it the other way. Here's White. Sinks the triple. White's got his third basket of the night.
But yeah, jobs and stuff are trying to offer people these ridiculous bonuses. But what they don't tell you is you have to be there for like 2 to 3 weeks. You have to do all these type of trainings. Me and my job, I like to say minimal training. I'll put it there, but I don't do carts, so that's exactly what I do. I'll be outside getting carts. I gotta go back to work tomorrow, so.
Here's White. Oladipo with the double team.
How you double teaming?
This is a default. Fires the three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And how about the fire release of Fultz? It is difficult to guard. You know he's thinking about shooting as the pass is coming his way.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen it.
Punch, counter punch.
And when I think about certain aspects of components of like, you know, I don't know.
Every time one team scores, the other
With my next paycheck, I might just chill.
Balls their first time out of the game. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture.
$1.83.
that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys are
Let me check the discrepancy between $38,154. All right. Wow, everybody has a different price.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Biombo, he's checked in for Whiteside.
Everybody has a different price. Let me check Cash App.
Changes here for the Bucks. Whiteside's checked in for Lopez. Todd comes in.
Let me check Cash App, what they got going on. 38,000. Wow. $3. Let's see. Next. How much money are they gonna take away? Wow.
For Rodney Hood. And
So Cash App is actually the better thing to do crypto.
here's White. And Whiteside sends it back.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one's swatted.
On the court for
Cash App is seriously the better
There's Fultz. Then
thing to get your crypto from. They only do Bitcoin, but they only take like 9 cents.
Energy and the D afraid to cut him off.
yeah, gotta chalk that one up with
So,
some.
but I know for this thing, I'm gonna spend $25 and I'm gonna get $25 in crypto back. Buy 25, get $25 free. So I'm gonna get $25 in probably Bitcoin,
Almost 3 minutes gone.
and then swap it out for Tether. So
Trying to get open is DiVincenzo. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Man, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Right down low.
bruh, this nigga dude is playing help every chance.
Here's DiVincenzo. The shot goes down.
You don't know how annoying that is. You're playing help and they're getting a double team. If I could send them to end, I would.
In the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Cause I'm playing like complete doo-doo right now.
Thanks, guys. Junior in his last outing against the Bulls was tremendous. He scored an amazing number of points, but it was his season.
But I think 2K21 looks bad. On PS4, it definitely looks bad. Or just when you think about how good and stuff next gen is, gameplay is worse on next gen though.
Watching him completely take over.
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no.
And I had an open lane.
It plays out the
And I couldn't make nothing.
critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Quick trigger.
Here's Todd. And Vucevic.
I was say, ain't no way.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Here's White.
I should make that.
That one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Now it's a 5-point Orlando lead. Bucks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field to the left side lane.
She's about to make that. Just on the virtue of him being a shooter.
Todd's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And the pass to Fournier. It's White on the wing. 14 points for him. Gordon dishes to White. Shoots over top. And it's good.
Is he even still on the... I don't think he is. I think he's on the Nuggets. If my memory serves me correctly. Yep. I was correct.
The back of the rim and in. White. It's got the lead back up to 5 now for Orlando.
So the Nuggets are basically in full-blown tank mode.
They'll be playing host to Chicago for their
They
next
basically lost their people.
4 games at home for. He sinks that one from the post.
And they got what, Cole Anthony?
Just impressed with the teamwork.
That's the kind of who they're trying to hope pans out. The Magic stink.
Kicks it to Fournier. Latrey. And he hits again from deep. 3 more points from White. White's got 9 points in the quarter.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
They double team Bledsoe. Here's Todd. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 6 assists now in the game. Magic leading by 3. Junior way outside. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Big greens.
Relaxed here, defending the triple.
DiVincenzo passes to Bledsoe. Plays it up and banks it in. 8 points for him.
Come on, bro.
From charging inside, easier said than done. Once he sees the lane, pretty much over for the defense.
White, good.
Man, the triples keep falling down.
Now I can just start shooting from anywhere.
Bucks trail by 7.
And I think on my build I didn't get Green Machine like that either. I'm not sure. I'll have to check next gen.
They double team Bledsoe.
By 2K20
Now DiVincenzo.
2, I'm not sure.
From him, the last game against the Heavens.
I'm actually disappointed that
Bucks need to get a shot off.
2K keeps on coming out at the time it does.
Orlando's gotten out from 3-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. White.
That wasn't no slightly early. That was green. That's a green animation.
Very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Now it's time out called by Milwaukee. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a pretty in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
Oh, Eric Gordon only gets 10 points a game? What?
This guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes.
That's almost a slap in the face. I thought it was so much more dominant than that.
Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls.
I know he can only dunk.
It's not always about being the most talented, but
Yeah.
bring an edge about you. That
How many games you play? Only 25 games.
is another guy I throw into that.
That's doo-doo.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Leading third substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Whiteside.
$97 overall.
Wood comes in for Bianca. Oladipo, he's checked in for Tom. And George Hills subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Orlando also making some changes. On Alvarez checked in for Vucevic, and it's Jonathan Isaac in for Aaron Gordon.
I'd like to see George Hill distribute to his
And Jonathan Isaac.
play there.
Magic leading by 7. Here's White. 27 points for him. Fournier finds White. Back to Fournier. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Oladipo against White. Takes a three. And the free ball is good.
This jump shot not even really necessarily a swish per se, but it's okay.
From the triple, 4 of their last 5 makes.
Shoot the ball if you're gonna shoot the ball.
Good. Kicks to Hill.
Go ahead.
Here's Bledsoe. And they call the foul, so a chance at the
It's a damn shame. 30,171. V chain is still going strong. It hasn't really dipped. See that hero is 3 cent. Who will bind that up?
holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've done a lot of quick work from long. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
This is
What?
not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade. For the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks. They've got one
That's not a defensive breakdown on my behalf.
and there's Bledsoe. And it's Oladipo in the 2-spot.
And here where we're seeing teams
That was a dunk.
on the slower 7-footers. Lopez is still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able
That's
to
a
step
30.
out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Something probably got a cold spot there.
Dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor.
I made threes like that before.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
John misses.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Fires it up. Misses on.
I make threes like that all the time.
Easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
That's a steal.
To one side. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game.
I make threes like that all the time.
Outside against
But that's only if I have sharp takeover.
and he's good on the 3-ball.
Wow.
Thomas at 13.
Nice awareness from Whiteside there, understanding where his teammates were on that possession.
Outside White. Over in the corner, Fultz.
Dude, give me the ball.
Shot clock at 6. Back to White. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason.
Oh my God.
On the floor, last the leader throughout his professional career.
And we make a shot like this dude is damn near what you call it, drilling every three. His jump shot's worse than mine. Yeah, that's right. I'm coming back.
Bomb from three-point range.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And that's a little like a fight at the defensive end. Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's White.
This guy, bruh.
Whiteside's got his sixth rebound on the night.
It's like I know that I'm getting a little bit of space, but he's right when the ball leaves my hand in this contest. I don't see how that's always happening. The ball has left my hand and it's affecting the shot. I don't see him getting the animation.
Having Whiteside play with that kind of confidence and that kind of conviction.
Outside, White. The feed down to Gordon. Outside, White.
I won't go make that anyway.
Gordon gets the Fultz. He dishes it to White. Back to Fultz. Whoops, they pick off the pass.
Brassman still too.
Gives it to Jackson. Takes the 13-footer.
Oh, and then he making bad shots like that. Come on, man.
Shot selection paying off there. Patience by Oladipo and then knocks it down from the perimeter.
And now the first timeout call here for the Magic.
I'm still thinking about what you call it, Cardano. If Cardano hits $1,000 a coin at $25,000 or 26.
You just keep going.
So I plan to get some more.
Biombo's checked in for Lopez. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Victor Oladipo. And White takes the Fultz. Back to White. Shot clock at 5. Fires for Todd with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set where they're allowing him to settle in.
DiVincenzo against White. They can use a bucket. Knocks down the three ball.
Finally.
White's got 39.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Whiteside.
He can get his ball the ball. Let him shoot.
Pass to Todd.
And they do some shit like that.
Todd sprinkles it in.
And some hang time on the rim.
Good ball, bro.
On the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Outside, White. And the call.
Yeah, they know what that motherfucker found. Yeah.
Taking it to Thompson.
What he thought this was.
Get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
A different look from Milwaukee. Bobby Hoops checked in for Biombo. And it's Hill in for Jackson. The Magic also changing it up. Andres checked in.
Yeah, George Hill had a wide open shot.
And it's Ross in for Covington.
And thinking about a few things, George Hill could have been a great pickup. I would take George Hill over Dennis Schroeder. And when they got Westbrook, Dennis Schroeder don't know, he gone. He is gone.
From downtown, hits the three.
All the other people was gone too. Like Caruso, Taylor Horton Tucker, all the people.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
George Hill should be a 76 or 78. Fair rating. Not a superstar. Yep, I was correct. Not a superstar.
He knew the contact was
By any means.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Good to you and me
Jesus Christ. I'll continue to play this game, but at this point, yeah, we're going to just send it in.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance.
I'm still 99.
Well, folks, that's going to do it.
This shit is just terrible. Let's see what they're doing with the my team before I go. Because I don't think the my team is really particularly good. Again, personal opinion. The my team has always pretty much been the same. They release the best cards last, allow you to get any card that you want. But something like 10,000 DC. I know these packs gonna be doo-doo. Again. Let's go. These packs are doo-doo. Yep. Let's open up one of these doo-doo packs. One time for one time. Wow, I got Tristan Thompson, 96 overall. Woo. I'm gonna take a few shots. I'm gonna get off too. Freestyle. Freestyle. Oh wow. I can tell how bad this shot is. Oh, you don't even have to do that much to green with his shot. It's just one of those tap it lightly. Yep. I've got to notice things about the board mount.